You know, Sev entered this crazy dream through this little tunnel here. What happens if we just go right through it? And can get out that way? What?
If I go back through there, I'll wake up. And if that happens, then they're gonna make me go to school, so I'm staying here.
Oh. Well, I mean, fair enough, I guess. What's up, everyone? Game Master 468 here, for the next part of my Kidz 64 walkthrough. If you remember from last time, we got every last bit of XP that there is to collect in this game, bringing us to a grand total of level 6. Alright, so we've pretty much tied up almost all of the loose ends here in this weird dream world that Sev is in. But we're not quite done yet, because after you get up to level 5 and you defeat the owl in Wallow's Hollow, you will get access to this door right over here at the back of the gas station. This is a completely optional area that you don't have to do if you don't want to. But if we head inside, once we get up to level 5, we get access to this area, Anxiety Tower. Ooh, what's this all about?
Yeah, that huge structure reminds me of how I feel when I'm sick. There's portals set up there, but I can't get up to them somehow. They'll save you if you fall, but if you lose all your soda, I can only bring you back here. If you had trouble on that other tower, you know, the one you totally played before you did this level, right?
Right? Yeah, we did that tower first. Yeah, totally. Oh, of course, okay. For a second there, I thought you started doing these levels like out of order or something. That's really weird. No, why would I do that? That's weird. Yeah, super weird, right? Yeah, it's so weird. There's probably, not even anything up there anyways. But hey, going through this door here will let you replay all those zany mirror challenges. Oh yeah, so if you go through this tunnel here, this gives you access to all of the mirror challenges that you've done throughout the game. So like right here, we have the bouncing one, we have the light cubes. One of these, I think, is the... There we go, that's the catch the cans one. So if you failed at that one achievement from the previous video of catching 20 cans the first time, you can go through here and you can give that another shot so you can get that achievement. So that's pretty handy. We're not going to be replaying these challenges, though, because we're going to be doing this challenge over here. This is a big, gigantic platforming gauntlet that you have to do to reach the top of this gigantic tower. And as Alexis says, there's kinda sorta checkpoints here, but not really. I'll explain here in a second. Let's start off by climbing on these pipes here. And we're gonna fail right off the bat. That's a very good sign, but that's okay, right at the beginning. We got some dream soda right over here, so that's okay if we messed up the first time. We can just do this to get some more. That's fine. Alright, let's give that another shot. There we go. Alright, now let's not get hit by the orb. Okay, we got hit by the orb anyway, but that's okay. Alright. Gotta climb on this pipe. This one's gonna be a bit janky, as you can see there, but that's okay. He's gonna latch onto the pipe regardless. Let's head past these bubbles. And get over here and get a little jump pad here that you need to really quickly jump up to grab this ledge. And here we go. So here's the checkpoint portals that we've been seeing normally. But as you can see, Alexis is not here. She is not able to transport here, unfortunately. And although I haven't really shown it, whenever Alexis does that zappy thing with her horn, she's marking a save point. So if you get a game over, you will respawn wherever Alexis zapped you last. But since Alexis isn't here, if you fall off these platforms here, you will respawn at the portal, but if you lose all of your health, because Alexis didn't save your location, if you die here, you're starting all the way back at the beginning of the level, my friend. So, this is basically a big, gigantic perfectionist run to do this entire challenge without dying a single time. So, yeah, that's our mission. We're gonna be doing this whole tower and trying not to die on the way up to the top. Luckily, we haven't died a single time yet throughout this playthrough, so hopefully that won't be too much of a problem. Hopefully I don't jinx it. That would be very unfortunate. Alright, let's get rid of the socks with shoes here. We're gonna have to defeat 3 of these enemies to open this door. As I can see up there, there's a crank that we need. So let's get rid of him. I like to save the dream sodas here in case I fall. So that way I can replenish my health if I need to. Alright, with that door open, we can head on over here. Let's grab ourselves a good old crank. Let's not get cranky now as we grab this crank. Ha 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 ha, thank you, I'll be here all week. There we go, let's turn this up. Alright, here we go. So, we got some really hardcore platforming here. To do this, we're gonna have to do a little ground pound here, a head bash here, and then immediately dig, and then immediately jump up, and then ground pound all in quick succession. This is a very tricky platforming area that we got here. So, as Alexa said, it's if the previous, the true final level, that's intended to be the last level. It's another tower, kind of like this. And if you had trouble with this one, you're probably gonna have super duper hard times with this level, because it's a doozy. There's a lot of tricky platforming here. So, yeah, hopefully you got the hang of these wall jumps and head bashes and all that stuff, because you're gonna need it to get through this level. It's a really awesome level. This is probably my favorite level in the game, honestly. I absolutely love this level. Really fun platforming here. It is hard, but once you get the hang of it, it's a blast, man. I really enjoy it. Alright, we're gonna save that vending machine, although I don't think we can come back here anyway, even if we fall. I think the vending machine saves how many times you bashed it, even if you fall down, so it's not that helpful. So we're gonna be doing some old jumps here to head bash these platforms into place so we can knock them outward and ledge grab it. Here we go. Let's grab this checkpoint here, and then we have oh, it's a good thing I did, because, oh, you know what? I'll just do this. It's not that big of a loss. It's fine. So, we have a brand new bird here, as you can see. It's like the bomb birds, but these ones don't blow up. These are springy chicken things. They have an actual name, but I forget what they're called, so I'm just gonna call them spring chickens, because I like the pun. So they kind of just latch onto you like this, and if you do a little ground pound while they're on you, they make you bounce farther. They're kind of like trampolines in that sense. They'll also work the same way if you, like, bash into the wall like this. They serve the same purpose as they would if you, latched onto those trampoline walls over there. So, there's that, and you can also, just like the bombers, you can also shoot them, and when you shoot them, they'll bounce around like that. Like ricochet off the walls. We're gonna need that in order to hit that cube there, in order to advance forward. So let's try and hit it. It's kind of hard because you're gonna have to like blindside it to get it. Oh my word. Wow! Oh my gosh, jeez, get the thing, please. Thank you, jeez. Okay, there, we got it. Alright, so that activates a little wall trampoline there so we can proceed forward. Now we got some even more tricky stuff to go here. So here we go. Follow along. We gotta bash this, then bash this, then bash this, then hit this little ring here, and miss the swing platform. Sweetness. Alright, let's try that again. Alright. Bash this. Bash this. Bash this. Do that, and not miss the swing pole that time. You can just latch it. We haven't seen that. I think this is the only instance where it appears in a normal level. We are going to see this one other time, but that's the only instance that appears in like a main level. You just jump into it, and then he'll just swing off it automatically. It's not like Jak and Daxter rules, he'll just swing automatically. Alright, we got some stuff here, and we have some tricky wall jumps here. I mentioned before that these wall jump panels are, like, not the best physics-wise, because they like to eat your momentum. What I like to do is I like to zoom the camera in with the little B button here, so it gets out of the fixed camera angle that this area gives you. And then, if I time it right... and then do a little head bash to make the rest of the way. Awesome. Alright, let's get rid of these enemies. There we go. And then we got ourselves a little screw here. What do we got here? Got ourselves a little screw on this wall. Whoa! A new collectible? What's that all about? Well, keep that in mind, put a pin in that. We're gonna learn a little bit more about that in the next video. So just put a pin in that for now, just keep those screws in mind. For now, we're just gonna proceed with this level for now. And as you can see, we have some digging we need to do here. But there's unfortunately a boulder in the way, so we can't quite make it all the way to this platform. So what we gotta do, we gotta find ourselves a bomb bird to blow open that boulder. Let's get this. Get our friend Mr. Spring Chicken. Alright, we need to head up here. Whoa. And be very careful, because depth perception is a great... Ow, it's a great friend here. Alright, we're gonna grab that chicken, and then really, like, rush through here. There we go. And then quickly throw it at the boulder, and there we go! Boulder cleared. Sweetness. Alright, let's get ourselves some green soda to replenish our health. There we go, all topped off. Now... get our spring chicken again, and now we can proceed forward. Whoop! Alright, so we have some more of those turny platforms from that one puzzle in Wallow's Hollow. Just like before, you can just head bash it to rotate them. Sometimes when we need to do this, do some quick on-the-fly platforming to jump up there. Whoa, I almost failed. Let's try that again. Okay, there we go. And here we go. Jump up here and grab this ledge. And then we kind of need to... You can, like, there is a... Oh, poop. Okay, owie. I was gonna say there is a wall hook hidden behind that third rotating pillar, but I'm gonna try to do it without rotating it yet. Because we kind of need that third platform to be in the position it's now anyway. There we go, okay. So while we need to do that, we need this platform to be in this position, so we can jump onto that moving block there. We have to do some timing. This one's a bit of a tricky one. I guess technically this whole level is tricky. There's not a single easy part in this whole level, so... Alright, we've landed on that, now we gotta quickly dig. And then, gotta jump up here, and then head bash this. Lots of really quick on-the-fly platforming here, so... I'm sorry if I'm, like, rushing through it, but, like, it's a lot to take in. Like I said, there's a lot going on here. So while we need to be up here, we have a little head bash thing here, as you can see. We need to head bash that so we can push that block out, and that will give us a ledge to climb up to that pillar there. Now let's drop down and head bash this again, so we can make our way back. You can also just fall off the edge and then teleport back to that checkpoint. But it's a good idea to conserve your health as much as you can, so we're gonna not do that. We're gonna do it the safe and the longer and safe way. Alright, there's that wall hook so you can get up here, but luckily we can just do that. Alright, let's grab this ledge and then grab this cube. Whoa, okay, let's try that again. Yeah, there we go. Alright, and then I'm going to run over here and grab this checkpoint really quick, because this bomb bird's kind of a jerk. It's in a jerkish placement, honestly. Because it likes to go back and... There we go. We got it pretty easily there, but it likes to go back and forth between these little swingy electric ball things. And that can make it a real pain in the butt to grab that bomb bird. Sometimes I'll fall off trying to get it, and then I have to do that climb back up, so... That's why I recommend getting this checkpoint first, so you don't have to do all of that platforming again. Alright, let's jump up. Dude, got a bit more, something that's a little more straightforward. Just some normal platforming to get up here. With the electric ball. Alright. So that's kind of like the main gimmick of this level. We're just doing like a lot of puzzle solving to unlock pathways to proceed forward. As you can see, we're blocked off here, so what we need to do, we need to pull this out, which will give us a hole in here to go inside of. And then once we get inside here, doesn't look like there's anything going on at first glance, but if we rotate the camera around, we have a crank right there. In a really awkward placement. So let's do a little wall jump here, and quickly add bash. There we go, that gives us that. Now, there's some steps to climb here, but we actually don't need to do that yet, because there's nowhere to go, currently. So what we need to do instead, we're gonna go back. Whoop. There we go, I'm gonna climb the steps from this angle instead. There we go. Alright, why we need to do that? We have some screws that we need to push in. You might remember these all the way back from the very first level of the game. You have to screw these in, which would give you poles that you can jump onto. Which is pretty handy. We're gonna need that in order to make it to the top of this structure. There we go. Now, once again, we have to go back down. Back inside this little hole. There we go. Jump over here. Alright, whoa, okay, be careful there, Sev. Hold your horses there, or I guess hold your goats, because you're a goat, and goats are cool. Alright, let's jump over here. There we go. This little ledge jump thing is kind of weird with that angle, but can still make it just fine. There's another checkpoint. Alright, we have ourselves a bit of a puzzle here. As you can see, we have these red walls here. I didn't show it earlier with the crank, but the red walls you can't move past. Actually, I guess I'll try to... Whoops. Good thing I got that checkpoint. The red walls you can't really move past. Alright, let me see if I can get to the top here. I cannot. Okay, well, basically, like, these red walls you can't go anywhere near. So what you need to do... We're gonna have to do this. Do a little jump up here, and then quickly dig. And since the digging is going through the red wall, we can just pass by it doing that. Now I can show you. As you can see, we can't go past the red wall, but since the digging tunnels are going through the red wall, we can totally cheese it by just sliding down and digging right through. Cool stuff. And of course, you're gonna have to do some really quick jumps to prevent yourself from falling off. We're gonna do this one more time. Go through here. And then we're going to immediately do a ground pound to go down here. Alright, now we have some swinging poles with some spikes. Oh dear. Whoop. Whoop. Got some rotating platforms here. With little spikes on the side, so be careful. There's also that one there that has a spike on the top platform, so you gotta time this just right. Here we go. Oh yeah, slick moves there. Let's head bash that. Which will give us some moving platforms there. Oh dear, I recommend doing the head bash thing so you can safely ledge grab them. There we go. Because he'll sometimes, he'll linger, in front of the ledge, so you can jump up, do a quick little wall jump and grab the ledge. So, just a nice little safety thing. Now that we have this platform here, we can do a little uppercut, head bash, like that. So we can dig up here. Alright, we're almost there, guys. We're getting close to the top. Now we need to time this, so we can jump up here. And we gotta screw this up, and then... Screw this up. I didn't... Not in that way. I mean, just... That was funny. I didn't even intend that to be a pun, but, yeah, so you gotta slam that screw to move the platform up so you can ledge grab and go up here. And then that, trampoline there is what we're trying to get to, but we can't get to it yet. Luckily, there's a button here. Let's bash that, which will then give us a trampoline. Now let's try to not screw this up by screwing this and moving the platform up. I've got puns for days, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe, donate to my non-existent Patreon, all of those other things. Sponsor. I did this joke already. I'm just gonna do this. Okay, so this is a really, really tricky section right here. This last stretch here is probably the hardest part, so very quickly, we gotta do a head bash here, head bash, whoopsie, head bash here, and we gotta bash these bubbles. Yeah, do it like the last possible second you possibly can, so you'll home in on the bubbles, and then you'll bash into that crank, and then you just gotta quickly hit that attack button really, really quickly. And it's just gonna be a long crank all the way to the top. There we go. Alright, that's the hardest stretch of the level right there. We're on the last home stretch here. Now all we gotta do this. Do some little ledge grabs here as we avoid the electric balls. We have some pipes here. Let's jump up here. Grab this pipe, and here we go! We're at the top, everybody! We did it! Alrighty, so that is Anxiety Tower. The most difficult level of the game, but also by far the most fun. I really enjoy this level. This is a really cool one. I really like it a lot. We have another one of these screws here, interestingly enough. There we go. We also have some weird things on the floor here? Question mark? And partial question mark? That's a bit of a weird thing. Wonder what that's all about. Well, we'll figure that out another time. For now, let's walk through this door, and then once you complete Anxiety Tower, you'll get a little completion results here, showing the amount of time we played, all the XP we collected, and the total game completion. And you look at the very, very bottom there, it shows you all the XP that you still need to collect in each level. There's 53 XP in the park, and 103 XP in Wallow's Hollow. This is the only area in the entire game where you can actually see how much XP you have left in each of the levels. So, I hope you are able to at least get up to level 5 without, getting lost or whatever, because you need to check how much, XP you have left. This is the only way to do it. That and another, completion results thing that we're gonna be checking out in the next video. But yeah, we're at 94%. If you beat the normal game, this would get you up to 100%. Since we got all the XP and stuff, but we haven't beaten the normal game yet. But yeah, so there we go. That is, basically the completion, normally, since it's 100%, but we are not done here, because what if I told you that 100% completion is not the full completion? There's actually 110% completion, meaning there's still one more thing we need to do before we'll be able to fully complete this game. So, we're gonna put off this mysterious owl door for at least one more video. I'm really leaving you guys hanging with that one, just putting off the main plot for ages and ages, but I promise this is the last detour we're gonna be taking. In the next video, we're going to truly tie up the remaining loose ends that there is to do in this game by seeing what rewards you get for getting 110% completion. See you then, everyone.